And we are live! What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of our Genshin Series streams. I am so happy to be back. We took a break last week for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all the chaos that was happening at my job, too. And now we're back, and we get to pick up where we left off before. Like, we never took a break at all. So pretty much what I have planned for today is finishing out the Archon quest, if we're able, and then also doing some character building, getting our commission quests done, and maybe doing some side questing depending on, you know, time. Hi, Lena! I've missed you guys so freaking much. Working the holidays in retail is so draining and exhausting. I'm just glad you guys, you know, weren't upset with me for taking a little break
Scry the sky
to enjoy the holiday. But yeah, so I'm gonna play my intro and then we'll get started. Alright. Yeah, it's very chaotic. I can't wait till it blows by. But honestly, it doesn't really seem to be slowing down at all. Alright. And make sure you guys have your hot cocoa ready. It's my little graphic. I'll leave it up for you guys for now. But yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit of resin just so that it's not at cap the whole time while we're doing this story. I don't plan on spending it fully till towards the end.
Shadows of fate. Hold on to your hats. Let's run.
Time to say hello.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. The funny thing is, Beans knew that that's exactly what you would say.
Too slow.
Let me scry.
Because I showed her ahead of time.
Eat this! Shadows of fate.
It's snowing real bad where I am. I'm hoping that like, it doesn't get too crazy or anything. This feels like winter came a little bit too fast, to be honest. Hey, I forgot she's bow and arrow. And maybe less so predictable, more like, I guess, y'all just know each other pretty well at this point. Alright, I think that should be good. I can't remember.
Stomach cramps.
Wow, how did you say that? Oh yeah, I forgot to show. I was messing around on here a little bit before the stream started because I was like, I want to play so bad. So I was messing around in here, and they have some events going on. I'm not really sure if I can participate or not, but maybe we'll see with that. Alright, we should be fine now.
Race you! Nice and spicy!
Fate is upon you. Delve into destiny.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Well, yeah, because you're not really from around here. Wow. That is not where I was expecting that Sealy to go. Oh my gosh, this is the one cave that I was looking for whenever we had to find that Noctilucus Jade in that side quest.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict,
This
but
is literally what I was
luckily for you,
expecting to find.
I don't really need this stuff.
Speaking of, are there any, I just wonder if there are any greatsword animo users, because that would balance out my party very well.
So...
They love giving great swords to electro users, it seems like.
What's the occasion?
Anyway, I'm totally sure it's
Take me up.
destination.
Knock him down.
Let me scry.
Out of the frying pan!
Tell me what you see.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Okay, she's being a little dramatic. What
Look
on
up
earth?
there! That's the Jade Chamber!
Well, I guess we made it to the story point. That's pretty high up.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
You're only realizing that now?
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby. Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. the way.
The tutorial of it all.
Take me up!
Oh my gosh, I did not expect her to die from that.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Best we go back to Leeway and ask the
Huh? Why?
Way up shouldn't be a secret.
Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Do you really hate me that much?
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures. Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
I want that treasure that's over there. Don't know why I didn't notice it before we flew over it.
Decided by destiny.
Booba, get the...
Be free!
You're toast! Open sesame! Oh,
Something
now
my
I'm
crew is
hungry.
kind of strong, but I'm not sure who it is.
Halt!
What?
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
She's way too
Nice
proud
and
about
spicy.
this.
Farewell!
Shadows of fate.
To arms! Go! You're free now!
Hold on to your hats.
Written in the stars. Delve into destiny.
Who goes there?
Out of the frying pan.
Attack! Be free!
Decided by destiny.
Bested.
Ooh, that was fun.
Stop. What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Wow, I didn't know her name was pronounced Kuching.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
Just a
We're
traveler.
invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
So aggressive.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing.
Kuching.
I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So tell them to calm down.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
Shush.
Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
What does this have to do
You've
with
got
me?
a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year.
I don't understand why she says the time of the Adepti is long past, when everyone in Liyue still seems to respect the Adepti just as much. Like, yeah, they might not remember everything, but do they have to? I mean, that's kind of like how things go over time, but it doesn't mean their influence isn't there.
The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Get serious.
But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
May we not meet.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
I don't want to say either of these options.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh,
Nothing.
right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
And how do we make this thing you dreamed of?
With a certain boom shakalaka, of course. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
So what do I have to get? Just slime? Am I even close? Kinda. I'd rather just teleport, though. What's the point in them showing me this? Wait, it's still doing it. What do you want me to do? Okay, how can this tutorial go away? I'm not really sure what they want from me. Oh, it's gone now.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
Paimon is just weird for eating slime. Honestly, I wouldn't eat a slime just because, like, hello, they're alive with powers, like, how would you even think to eat that?
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that?
It's not like someone was singing.
No! That was definitely someone in trouble. It came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Let me scribe.
Tell me what you see.
Fire in the hole!
Boba, get them!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Delved into death.
Farewell.
Follow hard.
Fate is upon you.
Hello, random page person.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Bro, what?
It was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
No need.
Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
I don't
Is there
trust
anything
you,
that you
sir.
lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Your goodwill is good enough for me. We have business to attend to.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
Who cares?
Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Oh, I should grab my commission rewards while I'm here.
Told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business.
Honestly, they have really interesting pronunciations to the names. Because if they weren't voiced, I would call him Uncle Mang, not Uncle Mung. Cause like, I don't think of the letter E to make a sound, but I guess because they're like Chinese.
Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140
Chinese.
years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great. Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
That is a stupid idea.
It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Oh, wow. The sugar frosted slime actually looks really good. I wasn't expecting that. I don't remember them showing a picture of it before.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Every waypoint is easier to get to from that mountain, it seems like. I'm just slowly killing my people. I need to cook some food. I don't think we really have any ingredients though, because I haven't explored much in a while.
Though the clouds may darken.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
It's just a code. What does it matter? Oop.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. Hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Yes, you did.
Oh no, it's nothing.
My first time coming to see a place this high up.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianjuan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
And what is the point in that?
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
Why?
Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
What misunderstandings? There was nothing that we really cared about involving them.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Only in the broadest of strokes.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Why hide the body then?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
is pretty fancy. Aw, I was hoping there'd be some koi fish in the pond. Again, I don't think there are koi fish in this world.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
No.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
Don't you know that already since you've been watching us the whole time?
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets, but the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust, but if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
No, I wouldn't.
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does
Oh my
that
gosh, I
include
thought
us?
she was gonna ask something more important.
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
That just seems so stupid to do.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Well, that's too bad. We could have been rich, but no. She just wanted to pick the big paper. Whoops, didn't mean to put that. Oh, I never went to claim my rewards? I thought I did. I guess it's easier to just go to Mondstadt to do it. The Adventurers Guild is in a more convenient spot.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for Ad Astra.
While I'm here, I might as well cook. Looks like we don't really have anything, though. If only we had more recipes. Can't hurt to do a little grocery shopping. By the way, guys, I have a package of fuel coming that is Crash Bandicoot themed, and I'm excited to try it, so I'll let you guys know what I think of the taste. The last G Fuel that I tried was the Sonic Peach Rings one, which was really, really good. I'm hoping I like it. Alright, grocery shopping on the other side too. I mean, I don't want to go broke on this stuff, but I kind of have to. Because otherwise we're never going to be able to cook anything. I just don't go around collecting vegetables the way I should. Once my reputation gets to a certain point in Mondstadt, which I haven't shown at all yet, that whole process, even though I could. I'll do it on a different stream. But then they'll give me a discount at all these stores where this won't be nearly as pocket breaking as it is. Yes, now we can cook these hash browns. Finally, something that'll actually do some good healing for us. knew I picked up so many pine cones. I don't even remember picking up any. Master this. Oh, we only have one more jelly thing. Darn it. Maybe we can master this one. Ooh, and it gave us a recipe for stamina food. Are there any characters you guys really like so far? Or are you still pretty neutral on it? You're always hungry. Paimon's definitely my favorite. Anyone other than Paimon, though? Because I'm pretty sure we've met the bulk of the Archon Quest Liyue characters. There are still some characters from Liyue that we haven't really met, obviously. Same with Mondstadt. Zombie girl. Oh, so you like Chi-Chi?
Let me scry.
Not too far now. Careful. Some Saurians like to hide in chests like this. Probably an introvert thing.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too.
It's time for flash freeze.
Help!
Go! You're free now!
Oh gosh. The death of it all.
That's right, man! Into the fire! Take me up!
Knock him down.
End this quickly!
You're toast!
Written in the stars.
Surprised you guys aren't big fans of it.
Booba, get them!
Be free! This isn't good.
Let's fly.
I don't understand. My favorite? My favorite's definitely Venti, I would say. Other than Paimon, of course. Don't really understand what's supposed to happen here. I assume I'm supposed to get in there. That's just that geo thing. Whatever.
Let's fly.
Farewell!
Let me scribe.
Nice and spicy!
Ida! Ida! This was well done!
What are you talking about, dude?
Be free!
Let's fly.
Fortunate fault!
Booba, get
Not too far now.
Have a load of this!
Odious fate delved into destiny.
Oh my gosh.
Let's move!
Why does he have to be standing in such a close spot?
Fire in the hole.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper. Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of your death die end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect.
Doubt it.
Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late. the sky.
They have no treasure near them. No reason to fight.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing, although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her.
Which is really
Even if she ever
stupid.
gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
But what is the
The
point
Jade
of
Chamber
it?
is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
No surprises there.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song.
He needs to start
Before
a
the
podcast.
Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of
See, now you
everlasting
guys see why I
incense.
married him?
But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You need me to sing?
That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
So
Yeah,
how good is your singing?
I can hold a tune, I guess.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only
Paimon!
know once she starts singing.
Decided
guided by destiny!
Careful. Some Saurians like to hide in chests like this. Probably an introvert thing.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
Ha! They made her sing Barbara's tune.
What happened?
What
These
the?
flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because they sang a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand Pyroleos? Eat this! Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
What?
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Paimon! Greetings, Yongyu.
Yongu? Who's that? You've completely forgotten my name, haven't you? Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet.
Awkward. Let's move on.
When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's RITE Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 37...
So what do you
yeah,
think
I
of
at
this
point.
farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden.
How is it sudden? You were just talking about it.
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin.
Adeptus blood flows through my veins. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing.
So you're how old?
I've
That
continued
explains
those
the
duties to,
forgetfulness.
let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself.
She talks
We
way
dare
too
not
much,
refuse it.
and she does not have the voice of Zhongli to
Oh,
make it
so
bearable.
did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not
Be
for
gone,
this chat,
be
if you would
gone,
excuse
be
me.
gone.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
We were just talking about starting a business.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now. What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway,
She been
Mr.
keeping tabs on you,
Zhongli,
fool.
you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having
Whoa, he
connections
just
with the Fatui
completely
seems to be
disappeared.
quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
That ginger guy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Yeah, this is quite the walk. Let me make it easier for myself.
Just what will we come across this time?
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora! This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Something feels amiss here.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Looks like I was just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Not if I have anything to say about
I'm not
it.
asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along. To feel the thrill
These
of battle.
child jokes. You guys are something else.
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
I could never defeat you? You're completely delusional.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Okay.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Guess I should take you more serious. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger!
Scatter!
No use hiding back there!
Leave my space!
I didn't hide.
That really hurt! Boba, get them!
I'll crush you!
Oh, please, I was not gonna
Not
look like
bad.
that.
Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
This is childish. I don't have it. Whoa, I used
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected!
You of all people should know. Why would he say that to
Well,
Paimon?
I'll be
How
taking
does he
more
know
access
Paimon?
gnosis now.
That's what you
I
get.
see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
decided by destiny. Scatter!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Failure.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Can you stop talking like this?
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
What?
So what are you planning to do?
I will
Eat
awaken the
his
god that
vegetables.
lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea?
Girl, you don't see it? It's right there.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
Oh, now
It's
you
not
can
just
see it.
you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
This is so pretty.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Delve into death. Propagate! Let me scribe! Fate is upon you!
At the frying pan, into the fire!
Not too far now! Tell me what you see!
Looks like I went too far.
That
is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
I got hit. Oh, that sucks for me.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnaya's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Let's end this quickly!
Loba, get the ancient gods attacking again! There are so many between you!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Not too far. Don't lose heart. Take this.
This is dental energy! That light from your body! Cause the time a jillion cars! Whoa! It's Madam Pink's shockwave! This granny is really strong! You're toast!
This capture has no excuse for fracking! My work. Finished.
He's free.
Let me scribe! Spring forth! Scatter!
Have a load of this!
Decided by destiny!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
We're not going anywhere!
Delve into... Scatter!
Farewell! Tell me what you see.
Fate is upon me! Loba, get them!
He's free!
Propagate!
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words, if you hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Written in the stars!
This is it! Don't get
Not too far now.
You're toast! The merrier!
Tell me what you see.
Scatter! Over here! Get at me! Exterminate! Fate is upon you! Shadows of fate!
He's free!
The more...
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
This is intense.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out.
Yeah, she's homeless
We know
now.
very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come
Get to the
But
point.
I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
I want to see the humanoid forms of all of them.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti.
Honestly, the Adepti are kind of jerks, not gonna lie. Like, they just do not care for their tone. Like,
I thought this battle would perhaps be my
very
last.
blunt.
But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Girl, you were not involved.
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks, and
Girl,
thanks
shut
for
up.
protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aw.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
This is a heartwarming scene. Ah.
Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
The Moon Carver don't seem to agree that much.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor. Long sword in hand, and the world at my feet.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House, so it might be best to keep things peaceful this time.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
I don't understand why he would do that.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, I did have my suspicions.
So you're the Lord of Chio?
It was obvious from the start, Paimon.
That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyra goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then...
Wait, what?
I think he went to see if Liyue could handle itself without him.
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me.
What the
And
heck
it was
is
also
that
that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
No one cares about you, child.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of the...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
But now it just feels so pointless. Yes, he had us organize a funeral for himself, basically.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the
Fatui? They
Shh! Lower your voice.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have...
Yes, and to think that this...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated...
Now that you mention it, that's... I mean, it all fits together. Still, what sort of supernatural
forget it.
Yeah, who cares about this chit-chat?
Hear ye all, the Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Okay.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon
We don't
walking
need the fragrance lady back.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
This is
as we
stupid political
build a new age of prosperity.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the
Supposed to be a
Tianquan.
funeral. You just made it about
Does Her
yourselves.
Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
But it seems that, well, that's fine.
Perhaps memento.
Why, you. Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
With what money?
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year.
Paimon, Interesting that she knows that, but she almost forgot the name of the Shogun.
Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
That's how people in Teyvat see it. She's saying that like she's from somewhere else.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
Paimon's starting to be suspicious.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
No.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Yay, we completed it, you guys. Now there's a whole bunch of quests that are gonna pop up. So we're probably not going to get to doing Inazuma for a little bit. Not that I was exactly excited for that anyways. Yeah, it really was. A lot of stuff opens up to us at this point, and especially after we reach adventure rank 30, so honestly I'm a little conflicted. The twist of him handing over his gnosis, yeah, when I seen that for the first time,
Ad Astra,
I was also like, wait, what? Because to me, it made it feel like everything we did to, like, stop the Fatui was for nothing, because in the end, they still achieved their goal of acquiring the Gnosis. Really, we just aided them in doing that. So now it's about that time where I go ahead and spend my resin. I'm not sure what I should spend it on, though. I guess we do need to fight her boss. You know, I'm actually really not sure what we should do next. I think maybe I'll just compile money and level up materials for now. There's something really cool that I want to do, but I want to give it its own, like, stream, because basically there's something cool we can do with the teapot. But it might take a while.
delve into destiny.
Farewell.
Scatter. Written in the stars. Let me scry.
Not too far now.
Eat this!
Tell me what you see. Too slow.
Honestly, you guys are pretty much caught up to what I know about story-wise. I mean, I did do some of Inazuma, don't get me wrong. But not... Like, there was a point in time where I just started just clicking through dialogue because I just wanted to get it, like, to get past it. So when we do Inazuma, outside of, like, what I think the very first act, I'm not really gonna know anything. So you guys almost are to the point where, like, you know just as much as I do as far as, like, the Archon stuff goes. Now the character quest, that's another story, because there's so many of them that we're going to be able to do in this in-between time. Because at the time, it was such a long time until the next Archon quest was able to be done between Wet and Inazuma, that they came out with a lot of character quests, a lot of, like, different stuff to do in the meantime, and so all that content is available to us now for the most part, and so we'd be occupied for a while. But yeah, so the game's about to fully open up to us, or to that point. Once we hit rank 30. I wish I could spend my resin a little faster, though. Maybe it's more worth it to go for money. Yeah, we can go ahead and use our standard wishes, though. I don't plan on wishing on the main banner for him. Unless someone comes out that I really, really want. Now we're just on standard, where if we get something, we get something. If we don't, doesn't really matter because we have enough.
Sire, Shumatsuban at your disposal. Phew.
Did we already have that character? Or no? Is that new? Oh, an animo person with a greatsword. Didn't I just say something about this earlier? What are the odds of that, y'all? Hey, let's throw in the mix. I don't see why not. What do you need, little person? Hey, you know what's funny? This person is an Inazuma character. So, while we're exploring Inazuma, we'll be able to build this little one. We can't really get her materials yet, though, so I guess that we can't do much. Either way. Still fits pretty perfectly. We'll have a nice, well-balanced party going into our next phase of this series. It's kind of weird to think that in a way, it'll kind of be like, yeah, Inazuma is, I don't know if you recall, but there was a time period in Japan's history where they were completely isolated from the rest of the world. And that's kind of what it is reminiscent of.
Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
Sounds cool. It's not, though. It's really not. I just wonder if my perspective will
Let me scrub. Leave my space.
now that I'll be like
Out of the frying pan
experiencing
into
it
the
with you
fire.
guys instead of just by myself. I don't know, will I enjoy it more? Will I feel the exact same way I did before?
Bad omen.
That's what I'm curious to see.
Germinate! Fate is upon you!
But I do think it'll be at least a few streams before we end up going there anyways. Because I do believe there are some, like, missions or... I go between missions and quests because there's this and then there's Xenoblade. But I'm pretty sure there's some stuff that we have to do before progressing. I'm just not 100%. But there's some stuff that goes on with the sibling. There's some stuff that I still don't understand what the point was because nothing really happened with it. We'll get to meet Mona and some other characters that are really cool.
What a bountiful harvest!
I guess at some point I should go about like collecting all the animoculus and stuff too. There's just a lot to do in this game where it's like, I don't know. If I didn't have a job, I would pretty much stream this a lot earlier in the day. Just to get more done.
Not too far now. Go! You're free now!
On another note, I have a surprise that's in the works for whenever we do my next game that I hope you guys are gonna like.
Shadows of fate!
I can't say I'm fully decided on what I want to do.
Propagate!
But honestly, I'm leaning towards continuing.
Decided by
that
destiny.
was mentioned.
Delve into.
Be free.
Nice and spicy.
Still have to prepare for my proposed Pokemon Takeover series because who knows how long it'll take me to beat the base game.
What a bountiful harvest!
But essentially the idea for that would be I stream it one day and it's like each day I don't beat it. The very next day I'll come back and play more. So it'd basically be kind of like an all-week event, I think. But since I haven't beat it, I don't actually know how long it would take.
Help!
But it doesn't go.
Tell me what you see.
Let me scry.
And you guys would be able to traverse with me as well.
Not too far now.
Written in the stars. Eat this! Germinate!
Farewell.
Ooh, I just thought of something that could be cool too. Whoa, I have 5 of these keys? Since when?
Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
Okay, but I had a thought. I think that something that would be really cool, since I was thinking of doing a special overlay for it, like each time we add like a new team member to like my main party, like that I'm gonna keep, then we like add them somewhere on the overlay screen. I feel like that would be so cool.
Shadows of fate!
Go! You're free now!
Let me scry! Decided by destiny!
I like that idea.
Propagate! Scatter! Spring force!
I just have to flesh out the idea more in my head, like where, how I'd actually apply the idea. I'll probably start working on it on Friday.
Tell me what you see. He's free.
After I'm back from hanging with friends and stuff.
Propagate! Boba, get them!
Hey, sometimes all you need is a little time off to get the creative juices flowing.
Written in the stars. Delve into destiny.
We should be rich after all this, honestly. I'm debating spending my Primo gems. They're giving away 1,000 Primo gems over the course of the week. To thank us for something. I don't remember.
Let me scry. Scatter! Propagate! Shadows of fate!
I have to actually remember to log on in order to claim like most of that, since I only play this once a week. But honestly, I think it's for the best I only play this once a week, because like I said before, like, I don't know. Wouldn't want to get addicted to the whole wishing thing, you know? As I spend my Primo gems to make wishes. Hey, these are earned Primo gems from exploring, doing the story, and other random stuff. We didn't necessarily get anything. And those are the moments where I feel, what a pointless thing to do. Oh. Oh, wow. What? Oh. I wish that they would make a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey. I feel like it was so different for a Mario game in a good way, but also not, because
delve into destiny.
I don't know, it was kind of open world without being open world.
Yeah, decided by
Mario
destiny.
hasn't really done that. Or at least the closest thing to it is 64, I want to say. I wouldn't call that open at all. Just open in terms of, like, it wasn't exactly linear.
Not too far now.
But I wish they would do something like that again.
Propagate!
And kind of like, I don't know, expand upon the world that they were building with Odyssey.
Delve into destiny.
You're toast!
Ooh, you know what? I have an even better idea for our game night. I think I want to play Tears of the Kingdom with you guys.
Shadows of Fate.
And start from the beginning on the second account.
Written in the stars.
Not that I'm like super far story-wise on my main. So if I can catch up to that, then I could just use my main one, where I have the map pretty much filled out. But since I was talking about open world, it came to my mind. And there's a lot that I would like to talk about as far as that game goes, so I feel like it could be a good way for me to do that. But just a warning, I don't have the most popular opinions ever, so yeah. Or at least I don't think I would really know. I don't know what the community says these days. I can't exactly remember people like raving about it, but I don't remember seeing criticism either. I kind of stopped following Nintendtubers as much because I don't really like getting spoilers for things. Oh yeah, that's all my resin. But I don't feel done, so let me think about what else I'd like to do. You have no opinions on it? Well, you'll probably form some once you see some of the mechanics, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so this is one of the chapter things. Oh, this unlocks at rank 32. I really want to play TCG with you guys. games. I think it's really, really fun, and one of the better things that they added later on. There's all this. This is something I should have been done, but I think I'll save that for the next stream. We just went through a lot of voice and dialogue and talking and stuff. We don't need to go through much more. Wait, what place is this? Oh, Fontaine! I totally forgot about this region. I guess there's no reason for us to go here since we haven't gotten any characters from it. Though honestly, I did like Fontaine whenever first got to see it. It's like France, in case that wasn't obvious to you guys. Or maybe it's like Italy. I'm not sure what the difference between France and Italy is, as terrible as that sounds. Yeah, we're already halfway through rank 29. I think by the time we do all the story missions story quests that are waiting for us, we'll probably be where we need to be. And by the way, I didn't mean I don't know what the difference is between them, like, literally, I just mean culturally, I don't know what the
Your passion for treasure hunting is turning these chests into an endangered species.
What a weird thing to say. They're not alive. How would they become an endangered species and people can just build a new one? Sometimes I think to myself, like, I really need to travel at some point in life because, honestly, I feel like I'm a little bit ignorant as far as the world outside of America. I mean, I do know things, but only the things that are, like, shown to me through various forms of media. I don't really go out of my way to, like, actually learn about places outside of where I live.
Scry the sky.
Wow, this music is really great. I actually like that boss that's down there, but I have no reason to fight them. They're a dancing couple. They remind me of the couple that dances in the ballroom on Luigi's Mansion, the first one. So much to see and such little time and resources to be able to see. But hey, acknowledging ignorance is always the first step. I'm definitely not shy about the fact that I don't know much or a lot. There's nowhere else I want to go. Let's do some Spiral Abyss. I think we're strong enough now to where we should be able to actually, like, see these through. So let's just try. So we need some swirl damage in this world. What are we swirling? Is the question. Let's just go with this. I don't think I can go wrong, but maybe I can. We'll find out.
Let me scry! Fate is upon you!
Knock him down.
Take me up!
Eat this!
Time to say hello. Farewell.
Delve into destiny!
Out of the frying pan, it's...
Be free.
Let's fly. Fire in the hole.
Get them!
Farewell.
Written in the stars! Let me scrub!
Go. You're free now. Be free.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
This is...
We're not doing very well. No, she died. Alright, let's go a different route here. She just doesn't get her special fast enough, man. We'll try it with this girl that we don't have built in any capacity. I mean, she's still not
Be amazed! Surprise! Hey-ya! Decided by destiny!
Tell me what you see.
Lola, get them!
Not too far now.
Out of the frying pan!
Fate is upon you!
This feels like it's actually gotten worse.
Shadows of fate!
Lola, get them!
Farewell.
I hate it. Alright, let's do something different. We're doing better when we had her with us. Oh, well maybe if I had some artifacts on her, it would actually help. I can't with myself, man. Going for energy recharge, primarily, in case you guys wonder what exactly I'm doing. Wow, he doesn't have any either. I'm terrible. Okay, that seems to be good enough. Now we can just give him a little boost. Okay, so none of them directly have it on there. It feels a bit too silent, honestly. Let me turn the music back on. Good enough. Hey, I don't hate it all the time. Only sometimes. No, I already did that one. Okay, let's try it now. Abandon. We go again. Who's in the third slot again? Oh, right.
Decided by destiny.
Not too far now. Go! You're free now!
Hold on to your hats.
You're toast! Nice and spicy. Let me scry.
Be free!
Let's fly.
Farewell! Time to say hello.
Fire in the hole!
Written in the stars.
Not too far now.
Boba, get them! Let's fly!
Be free!
Knock him down.
Farewell! Go! You're free now!
Eat this! Fate is upon you. Shadows of fate.
No, we were so close. We're gonna try that again. We were literally a second away.
Tell me what you see.
Written in the stars.
Fire in the hole!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Take me up!
Why is everything so spread out?
Nice and spicy! Delves into destiny!
Time to say hello.
Decided by destiny! Take me up!
What the heck? Oh my god. How was I even able to go through the wall? Whatever.
Eat this! Fate is upon you!
Tell me what you see.
Knock him down.
Let me leave my space! Here's...
Not too far now.
Take me up! Shadows... Out of the frying pan!
He's free. Go! You're free now!
Let's fly!
Nope, not going over here.
Delves into fire in the hole! Written in the stars! Boba, get them! Take me up!
Not too far now.
Shadows of fate!
Tell me what you see.
You're toast!
Seriously?
Knock him down.
Delves into destiny!
I'm only trying this one more time. I'm not spending all my time on this.
Decided by destiny!
Go! You're free now!
Take me up!
Hold on to your hats.
Nice and spicy!
Mage is not ready yet.
Let me scribe! Out of the frying pan, it's...
Farewell!
This is about to get...
I think they expected me to use the animal.
Delves into destiny! Nice and spicy! Written in the stars! Shadows of fate!
Tell me what you see. He's free.
Boba, get them!
Knock him down.
Delves into destiny! Yeah!
Farewell.
Fate is upon you!
fly! Fire in the hole!
Only by a few seconds.
Another test subject. Fry! That tingle?
Be free!
I got carried. Fry! That tingle?
Delved into destiny.
Test subject. That tingle?
Written in the stars. Shadows of fate.
Test subject.
Knock them down.
Free!
Take me up.
Time to say hello.
Delved into destiny.
Another test subject.
Fire in the hole!
You're toast. Fate is upon you.
Another test subject. That
Nice
tingle?
and spicy.
Not too far now.
Let me leave my space.
Let's fly! Knock them down.
Tell me what you see.
Booba, get them.
Yes, we got the 3 stars on that one at least. Can't remember if we had a problem with that.
Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate. Nice and spicy.
Farewell.
Fire in the hole!
Let me scry. Booba, get them.
Not too far now.
Take me up.
Time to say hello.
Written in the stars.
That one was easy. So we just need that 1 star. Well, we definitely can't get the next one if we can do that one. At least we know what we need to work towards. Now we have a tad bit of resin to spend before we end. Oh crap, this is fine.
Germinate.
Well,
Scatter.
now we can have mana.
Nice and spicy. Eat this.
Go! You're free now! Be free!
Booba, get them. Spring forth.
Alright, and this is where we're going to end for now. When we come back in our Genshin series, we are going to be going through quite a few of the character story missions. And then there's a very specific side mission that I want to do. So look forward to that. Tomorrow we will be picking up our Xenoblade Chronicles X series, where we will be using Mia, who, if you guys remember, we got last stream for our Xeno streams. We're actually gonna get to use her, and so that's gonna be a good time because I don't recall ever doing much with her or building her, but since she's gonna be with us while we're getting our grind on, we're definitely gonna have to build her up so that she's able to contribute something to the team. So that's gonna be exciting. And then Saturday, as decided in this stream, look forward to a Tears of the Kingdom game night, where there will also be something a little bit special to look out for that day also. And you guys will be seeing me on camera tomorrow. So
Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribal.
if you missed my face, you'll get to see it tomorrow. And yeah, this has been a really fun stream. The whole Leeway story, I didn't want to take
Who
away
else
from
is
that too
there?
much by doing a bunch
I
of
thought I would-
quests. So for the people who, you know, watch after the fact. But honestly, doing it all again, it still looks just as good as it did at the time, and it was still a very satisfying ending to me, although it still kind of leaves you with well, what was this all for kind of feeling. Yeah, it's still very good, and I feel like the cutscenes are very beautifully animated, and nothing I've seen from Inazuma tops that. But like I said, didn't finish. So yeah, I think that's it for my final thoughts. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, you guys.